Welcome to Power Mondays. Blue Mondays are a thing of the past. Your Mondays will never be the same again. We enter our weeks with energy. This is Empowerment Podcast. We are here to empower you, to inspire you, and to equip you. You are chilling with Nompilo Gumede, the Powerhouse. Enjoy the show. Greetings, dear listeners. Oh, wow. This is Nompilo Gumede, the Powerhouse. It's Monday again, my favorite day of the week. Welcome to Power Monday. The show is brought to you by the Empowerment Podcast. No, ladies, no, gentlemen, it's been a very good weekend and I feel so energetic and I feel so rested and I'm so excited that I'm not driving solo today. I've got a lady guest. I haven't had a lady guest in a while because the males were complaining that I'm not having males, so I've been pushing males, but now I've got a lady guest. So this past week was very exciting with Dr. Makatini. Today I'm bringing you another lady, but before we speak to our exciting guest, please tune in to all our shows every day of the week and be inspired, be equipped, and be empowered. Remember that we come to you 7 days of the week now. We also are available on TikTok. Please follow us. We'll follow you back. We also on Facebook as the Empowerment Podcast. We also on Instagram. Follow us. We'll follow you back. If you have any comments or reviews from our previous shows, please use our number 065-615-6641, and don't forget that there's an option to go back to old shows. If you're feeling down, there's no reason for you to feel down, but if you want to pick yourself up, the Empowerment Podcast will always be there for you. So now back to today's business. I've got my guest here. She's amazing. I just had a chat with her and I'm like, wow, I'm blown away. Sis Lindiwe, can you please greet our listeners at home?
Thank you very much, Nompilo. Good afternoon, listeners.
Some of you would listen to you in the morning.
You were listening to Lindiwe Manana, originally from Ulundi, but I'm currently having this interview in Pietermaritzburg, where I'm currently based.
Wow, welcome to Power Monday. So the aim of Power Monday is to empower people. They're starting a week. Some they're not starting on the right foot because they've had like a bad week. But we just want to motivate people to say, okay, your weekend might have been bad, and maybe the previous week was not the best. But we want you to pick yourself up and move forward because the days are not the same. So you've told us your name. Briefly tell us more about yourself.
Thank you very much, Nompilo, and the listeners. The lady you're speaking to is Lindiwe, as I've said earlier on. And I was born in Katlehong in the East Rand, Egorolweni. And I was brought up by a single parent. Her name is Johanna Manana.
Okay.
She's a very powerful woman. And I feel so blessed to be in the show today because I'm going to tell you about my story, and I hope it will empower you guys very much because I am empowerment myself. You are an empowerment.
So, Lindiwe, most of our listeners cannot see you, but because I can see you, you do not have... Were you born like this?
No, I was not born blind. Lindiwe was born with a vision, meaning eyesight. But I lost my eyesight in 2007. Some would say that was a very sad thing that happened, but I always say no, it was not sad for me because God wanted to be seen in my living. And fortunately, I lost my sight in 2007. I would always refer to it as a fortunate event.
Wow.
Because it opened doors for me.
Sure.
In a way that is so unbelievable. When I lost my sight in 2007, many people, when you lose, when you become disabled, people normally think your life has ended.
Sure.
But to me, it was the beginning of the greatest things. Because since 2007, I was a student at Technikon Natal,
yes,
which is currently known as Durban University of Technology, and I was studying a national diploma in accounting in 1994 to 1996. And after that, I went to Mangosuthu Technikon to further my studies and did cost and management accounting. However, due to financial problems then, I had to quit school and look for employment. Unfortunately, I was employed by a company called Proactive Insight, which is based in Durban. That time it was based at the Durban Bay House at the 333 Smith Street. But they have since moved. And from there, my doors kept on opening and opening and opening until 2007 when I lost my eyesight whilst I was working at the Zululand District Municipality as the personal assistant to the municipal manager, a very, very nice guy, Mr. Johan de Klerk, whom we are still very close today. And after that, in 2009, I decided to go to Optima College, Pietermaritzburg campus. It's called KZN Blind and Deaf because I had to start afresh. So what I'm trying to say to you guys, when another door closes, another one opens. That's where my new journey started.
Lovely. I like the fact that you said you lost your eyesight, but your vision was still there. Like you still had things that you wanted to do in life, and you're saying it was a blessing in disguise. And I see on your profile that you kept on studying, you kept on doing things. What made you not to feel like defeated when your eyesight stopped working? Like when you stopped seeing, what kept you going? What was that voice in your heart? What was God saying to you? Was it God or was it people? What motivated you?
Thank you very much, Nompilo. Actually, I would definitely say it was God himself because he visited me while I was still admitted in hospital, in a hospital bed. There was a pastor whom I can't remember even today. He came to the hospital to visit me, and that revived me so much. And
you were a believer before?
I was a believer before. And that pastor drawn me closer to God because he told me it is not a mistake. There is no mistake in God. Everything happens for a reason. And I didn't believe him then, but I would say I am still believing him even today because after that incident, my life has grown so much because in 2014, after going to Optima College, Blind and Deaf in Pietermaritzburg in 2009, I was employed. I decided to be back home, and fortunately, I was absorbed by Ulundi municipality to be the receptionist because they saw something in me. And that was the greatest opportunity. However, in 2014, I then decided, no, let me go back and study full time. I had this drive that I just want to go back to school and study and empower myself.
Wow.
That's where everything started.
Wow. I actually want to know what else came after that. Because you know why I'm asking you all these questions. Sometimes as people, we feel defeated. We feel like it's the end of our lives. We go through tough times. And I just want to hear from you. What would you say to people that are going through a hard time at this very moment?
What I would like to say to them is, people, if you are going through a phase, know that you were born to go through that phase.
Sure.
It was for you, not for somebody else.
Yes.
Everyone is born with his or her hands holding his or her own future. It will not be given to you if it was not meant to be. So if you take that thing that I was born for this, to walk through this, whether it's a rocky drive or whether it's very hot coals, you must walk on top of those coals because you alone, if you tell yourself that no, I was not supposed to be there, so who you think was supposed to be there? Because that hot coal is making you stronger. It doesn't bring you down.
So what you're saying now is saying God will not give you what is beyond your power.
Exactly.
Wow, I'm so inspired by your story. What are you doing now? Where are you based? Are you still studying? Tell us more.
Currently, Lindiwe, yes. I am still a master's student at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Yes, listeners, I am a master's student with visual impairment. When I'm talking about visual impairment, I'm not, because visual impairment has people with low vision. Some are totally blind like myself. I am totally blind. And when I joined the University of KwaZulu-Natal in 2015 as a full-time student studying Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in anthropology and political science. My mom was so sad when I left home, and she didn't think that I would make it, I would be where I am today. And when I went to university, that pushed me to go on and be serious and tell myself that I will make it in life, even though many people thought I will not. And I am so happy that today I'm empowering many people.
You are.
Because in 2015, I enrolled. 2017, I completed my junior degree in record time.
Well done.
And in 2017, my mom thought, oh, my baby, you are coming home. And I said, no, Mama, I'm not coming home. I registered for Bachelor of Social Science honors in 2018. And fortunately, amongst all the students of the University of KwaZulu-Natal with disabilities, I was so happy when I learned that I was the only student who was who was chosen by COGTA to be an intern at the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in the Pietermaritzburg Provincial Office. I worked there as an anthropological services intern from 2018, and guess what? To see the God that I'm believing in, the God that I believe made my miracles to happen. Because in 2019, my internship was supposed to finish, but fortunately, I won't say fortunately, I said gracefully, the internship was extended from 12 months to 24 months in my tenure. And it was extended up until 2019, end of March. And when I was supposed to go out in November, I got employed as an admin support permanently within the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. And that is where I'm still based. And in that year, so many good things happened because I also wrote a book with some of the blind students at the university. So you are not just talking to the academia, you are also talking to the author of the book named Ngamehlo Osiba, Through the Eyes of the Pen.
Wow, Lindiwe, your story is so inspirational, because sometimes when you're going through stuff, you think you're the only one and you think it's the worst. You lost your eyesight, but you picked yourself up and you said, you know what, I'm not gonna stop with this diploma of accounting that I had. And you changed your career around altogether and you started something new. And today, that's why we're hearing of you. And actually, I was referred to you. The person that referred me to you, she was like, you got to interview this lady. She is a powerhouse. And I think she didn't mention most of the things because I didn't even know about the book. But I'm so grateful to actually meet you and have this conversation with you, to tell people that, you know what, it's not the end of the road. It feels like it's the end, but you are not dying.
Yes.
It's painful. Like, as you're saying, that walk on top of those coals.
Yes.
Wow. Any closing remarks?
In closing remarks, I would like to share with you guys just to empower you more. Recently we were burying the king of the Zulus.
Yes.
And I was so touched when Ungangezwelake passed on, because I myself, I am royalty.
Oh.
And that is a secret, because when I lost my eyesight, I was supposed to get married to a chief.
Oh, a chief, yes.
And life, I got married in hospital.
Oh.
However, in 2010, we got divorced because the chief didn't believe that my eyesight will be coming back. But today, fortunately, I'm still bouncing and I'm still empowering people, and I am still alive because this journey was crafted by God to be traveled by me alone and nobody else. And I am still moving on. And I am still moving on. The sky is the limit.
Sure. What a sad story. Look at me feeling sorry, but you're not feeling sorry. You're actually laughing about it because you believe that it was God ordained.
Yes.
If God says it, then who are you to worry about?
Who am I?
So what do you say to yourself if you catch yourself worried about something?
When I worry, actually, I don't worry too much, because when I worry, I always tell myself, will worrying bring whatever that worries me back? Because looking back at my life, I even told my mom that, Ma, you don't need to feel sorry for me, because I am just disabled. I can't see. The only thing that has changed is just that I cannot see anymore. But nothing at all, nothing has changed in me, except that everything that has changed, it has changed for the positive.
Sure.
Because I wouldn't be here where I am today if I was still sighted. That is what I believe.
You'd probably be married to Inkosi somewhere.
Yes, I would be married to Inkosi somewhere, serving the nation or the traditional authority or something. And today, I am an independent woman, and I was so happy because when I got employed at Kokta, last year, I said to my mom, Ma, I want to make myself very happy when we are facing this COVID time. I'm not going anywhere. I said to her, I'm not going anywhere. You know what? I'm going to bless myself. I'm going to buy myself a brand new car.
Oh, wow.
And I went to the dealership in Pietermaritzburg at Barron's. I came back with a brand new VWT Cross as a surprise for me to empower myself.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. I love your attitude. I love the fact that you're like a ball of energy, and when bad things come, you say, what?
No,
not for me. Not for me. I'm also going to run away from bad things. I'm like, when I say a bad thing, I'll be like, no, this is not for me. We've come to the end of our interview. How can people get hold of you? Are you on social media? Or maybe if people want to connect with you and get more motivation out of you, or if they want to sponsor you on your masters or something,
yes,
how can people get hold of you?
Yes, I am on social media. I'm on Facebook, and my Facebook is on Facebook. I'm Lindiwe Manana.
Lindiwe, okay.
Lindiwe Manana. And I'm also on WhatsApp. Unfortunately, I'm not on Instagram and Twitter because I'm a student. When you are a student, you have to keep focused.
Oh.
So I decided just to be on Facebook to connect with the world.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for reminding us that we must also focus, but we must also keep a positive attitude that no matter what happens, we must bounce back and believe in ourselves and run away from things that are making us feel bad or horrible adorable. I'm so empowered. Thank you so much for making time to visit us on the Power Monday show.
Thank you so much, Nompilo. Thank you very much, listeners. I hope this has empowered you, or it will empower you every time you listen to this interview. And I hope you have the greatest evening further.
Thank you. Bye.